a lot of them, after being trained, after completing their training, so many of them don't know the next step to take. Those that even know the next step to take, they don't even know how to go about applying for the AGSMEIS loan. So today I will be taking you through the NIRSAL dashboard. I'll be taking you through the process of applying for the loan. I'm going to be doing a live demo on the NIRSAL platform. So I'm expecting maximum attention from you. If you can be very, very attentive, if you can put in your best in this presentation, you are going to be able to overcome hurdles. You are going to overcome a lot of hurdles that applicants always face while applying for this loan. And you are going to be able to present an application that is worthy of that. So the way I present, I'll make it as interactive as possible. So you will learn from me, I will learn from you, and you're also going to learn from each other. So I would like you to be as vulnerable as possible by ensuring that you bring your business to your limelight so that you can dissect it and also help to provide solutions to some identified problem. So please, let's ensure to mute all our device except there's need for it. Then I will call you to unmute. Okay, so that it's to avoid any form of distraction during the presentation. So the topic for today's presentation is how to apply for the AGSMEIS loan. How to apply for the AGSMEIS loan. Is there anyone here who have been able to log into the NIRSAL website, to your dashboard? Is there anyone? Okay, so that means that a lot of us have not been able to log in to our dashboard. After this presentation, the next step for us to take is to start taking steps towards applying for your loan. So the training will cover, we look at the objective, post-training activities, which include research, loan application process, conclusion, then questions and answers. Then at the end of this presentation, I'm going to be able to take you through the process of applying for the loan. Then we are going to attain mastery of the NIRSAL MFB business plan template. Then you're also going to learn how to calculate the loan required. At the end, you are going to be equipped to be able to submit quality application for the AGSMEIS loan. All right, so the question is, what is the next line of action after this training? What's the next line of action after this training? So the next thing is regularization, research, then you commence your loan application. So the question is, what does regularization entail? You know, regularization entails you incorporating your business enterprise. So if you are here, you don't have a registered business, you have not made any mistake, you have not committed any error for applying for this training. No. The next thing for you to do is for you to commence your business registration process immediately. Then after you have gotten your CC certificate, you go to the nearest Federal Inland Revenue to you and apply for tax identification number. After that, you open a corporate bank account for your business. So then, but if you already have a registered business, okay, the next step for you to do is to commence research. If you have not registered your business and you have decided to make effort to register after this training, both the research and the business registration should be ongoing concurrently. Don't just jump into the dashboard and start your loan application. No. Because I've encountered a lot of applicants, even those who attended training with us and those who attended training from other EDIs, who don't even know what to do. Some people just jump into the dashboard and just they input figures. Some figures are so annoying and they submit. Somebody who was trained somewhere reached out to me a few days ago that he wants to submit his own application, that I should help him to review it. It was a very busy period for me, but I just tell him to screenshot his dashboard and send to me. By the time I went through what he wanted to submit, I discovered that the loss that the business will be making, the loss that is projecting is ×3 of the revenue projection. Imagine somebody projecting to make 20 million naira per annum, and the loss after tax is roughly over 90 million naira. Loss after tax. Did you get it? So imagine that guy was able to went ahead and submit that application without this review. Nobody will even invite him for the interview, not to talk of getting approval. So for your effort in this training not to be a waste, you have to do the needful. Do research. So what does research entail? Research entails you getting to the field, hit the field and get the necessary information or data that are required to form your business plan. And what kind of data or information do you need? You need data or information about your industry. You need data, information about your pricing. You need information about your competitors. You need information about your costing. I have seen a lot of participants. Everybody is always applying for 10 million naira, 10 million naira, because that's the maximum amount required, right, for the loan. 10 million naira. By the time you ask some participants, what do you want to use the 10 million naira for? Some people will say, okay, I want to buy it for expansion. Expansion, what do you want to use the money for? Be specific. So I want to start my business. What do you want to use specifically? Somebody will say, I want to buy a car, and the car is like 3 million naira. Well, okay, 3 million naira. What kind of car? What is the model? What is the brand? So you don't just attach figure to an item. You need to get the realistic current market value. So this will entail you approaching the vendors of this product, going to the market to get the right costing. How many people are you going to employ? How much will you be paying them for salary? Get those information. Your competitors, how much are your competitors selling this product or offering this service? Get those information. Is very, very key. Now let's look at the composition of the loan. The composition of the AGSMEIS loan. When you say you need the 10 million naira, so what are the composition of this loan? This is another kind of information that is vital for you to know as an applicant. Number one, the loan is subdivided into two segments. The AGSMEIS loan is subdivided into two segments. The AGSMEIS loan is subdivided into two segments. Number one is what? The capital equipment or machines. The capital equipment or machines. So the capital equipment is the fixed assets. The fixed assets, those assets that do not vary. along production or service volume. And for example, somebody who is into poultry, your capital equipment include your poultry farm, your battery cages, your feeders, your drinkers, your generator, laptop for all the office equipment, your pumping machine. So those are capital equipment. So it is almost on you to approach the vendors, dealers of this equipment to get the current market price. Let them issue you a pro forma invoice. Okay. Then the second compartment or the second segment of the AGSMEIS loan is working capital. The working capital is also known as what? As your variable cost. So it's subdivided into two, your variable cost and your fixed cost. Your variable costs are those costs that vary, that increases alongside the volume of your production. Those costs that varies alongside the volume of your service rendered. So then the fixed cost is what? The cost that is fixed in nature. They don't vary. Either you produce or not, you must incur those costs. An example of those costs is salary, rent, utilities, communication, and the likes. While the variable costs, your raw material, your inbound transport, which is the transportation you use in conveying your raw material to the factory point. Then your direct labor. If you are paying labor according to the unit of output produced, so that is classified under your variable cost. Then the AGSMEIS loan, capital equipment should be at least 70% of your loan should go for capital equipment. 70% of your loan should go for capital equipment. And why is it so? It is because the AGSMEIS loan is not collateralized. There's no collateral for this loan. So it is the capital equipment that you are buying that is being used or that will be used as collateral for your loan. So it will be registered under the collateral register. When you buy your capital equipment, the invoice, the invoice or the receipt that you are issued, you are going to submit the original copy to NIRSAL Microfinance Bank until you finish paying back the loan. That's when you get back the receipt. So in order to reduce the risk exposure of the bank, they had to allot 70% to go for capital equipment, while 30% goes for working capital. 30% goes for working capital. So these are some vital information you should have at the back of your mind before you commence your loan application. Please, in the course of this presentation, if you have any question and any concern, jot them down because I want to finish this one as soon as possible. Okay. Jot them down. So at the end of the presentation, I'm going to give you time to ask a question or raise your concern. Okay, what are the stages involved in AGSMEIS loan program? The stages involved in AGSMEIS loan program is number one, for you to attend the EDI training, which is what you are currently doing now. Without you attending this training, you can't have access to the portal to commence your loan application. You see, some people, they thought they can beat the system. Some people just go to the website, open an account on the website, and they want to commence the loan application. The next thing you will see is that, sorry, your EDI is that you are yet to attend the training, or the EDI is yet to admit you. After successfully attending the EDI training, The next thing is that the EDI means Enterprise Development Institutes, and there are some approved Enterprise Development Institutes by NIRSAL Microfinance Bank and CBN. Promise is one of them. So when you go to the website, you will see the approved EDI. Some of you will just go and register and choose any EDI, and you keep waiting. Some people will just call me and say, Mr. Matthew, I applied for the NIRSAL training. I chose one of the EDI on the dashboard for the past 3 months. They've not contacted me. A lot of EDIs are moribund. A lot of them are not active. A lot of them are not conducting online training. So you have to identify an active EDI. Okay, so after attending the EDI training, the EDI will now generate, they will be able to access your dashboard from their own side. Then they will now generate your certificate ID. Then they will be able to upload your certificate ID on your dashboard and admit you. It is after then that you'll be able to commence your loan application on your dashboard. You'll be given access. So after the EDI training, you have done all your research and so forth, and you have been able to submit a bankable business plan for the AGSMEIS loan. The next thing is interview stage. Interview stage. So, but let me just tell you the bitter truth. The bitter truth is that the AGSMEIS loan, the source of the finance is from the bankers committee. CBN mandated commercial banks to always assign or allot some percentage of their retained earnings for the empowerment of MSMEs. So some of the fund is what is used for this program. So it's a continuous program. But the challenge is that the COVID-19 pandemic has affected a lot of bank revenue in so many ways. So the income that is coming into the pool is not as much as it used to be. So at present, the disbursement process is very, very slow. I will say it again. Disbursement process is very, very slow. Somebody contacted me last night. He wanted to register for EDI training, so I was advising him. And the person was like, Mr. Matthew, can they give me the loan this month? And I was laughing. The fact is that those who even applied since May last year, a lot of them have not gotten disbursement. I'm telling you the truth so that you should know where what you should do. So do not base on this fund as your primary source of finance for your business. That's where your passion comes in. You have to explore other avenues. You get it? You have to explore other avenues. Okay, yes, just like Romy has been mentioning, you have to explore other avenues to generate finance, to start something, or to start buying the asset gradually. But the fact is that once you get approval, this is government, once you get approval, you will certainly get your form. When? I don't know. Somebody was asking me, okay, when? I say, I don't know. But I am very, very optimistic that a day will come that NIRSAL Microfinance Bank will give full attention to AGSMEIS loan program and bring about improvement in the disbursement process. So after the interview, the next stage is approval and issuing of offer letter. So your offer letter will come via SMS. Listen to me. Your offer letter will come via SMS, where you will now click the link. You click the link. Once you click the link, it takes you to a dashboard where you validate your BVN. So once you type your BVN on that website, if you have been approved, you will see that you've been approved, then your offer letter will appear. Please note this: before you approve, before you accept, before you accept that offer letter, ensure to print it out, because once you accept it, you might not have access to it again. Ensure to print it out before you click on accept button. So after accepting the offer letter and you have printed it out, you are required to take it to the NIRSAL Microfinance Bank head office in your state. Okay, so once you take it there, they are going to now ask you to prepare. They will send you, they will give you a template. The template is called AGSMEIS Loan Execution Plan. AGSMEIS Loan Execution Plan. So you are going to list how you are going to use the loan. Okay, how you are going to use the loan. The fact is that the business plan you submit today, the value of all the items that you presented, the price might not be the same as at when you get the loan approval. So it is almost on you to use the current market price as at when you get your loan approval to prepare the execution plan. And in the execution plan, one of the templates is what? Loan repayment schedule that will cover within 7 years. And you have to take note of the moratorium that is approved for you. If it's 6-month moratorium or grace period that was approved for you, so you put that into consideration while preparing the loan repayment schedule. So we are going to be here to guide you. Okay, so after submitting that the execution plan, the next is disbursement. In terms of disbursement, you are receiving 2 disbursements. One is what? The capital equipment. Majorly, that is paid to your vendor. Okay, after that, vendor or suppliers of your equipment. Okay, so after you have gotten the receipt or invoice, please, when we are issuing the receipt, you have to put NIRSAL Microfinance Bank dash your company name on the receipt. You have to take the receipt and submit it to NIRSAL Microfinance Bank. After that, they will release your working capital to your bank account. So I want to believe that we are on the same page. Okay. The next now is AGSMEIS loan application process. AGSMEIS loan application process. So there are 2 methods of applying for this loan. So let me just go straight to the dashboard, and do the live presentation on the AGSMEIS loan dashboard. Please take notes, jot down your questions so that at the end of the presentation, I will trade your questions. Okay, I'll be sharing. Let me just go straight to the dashboard. Okay. So this is what the dashboard looks like for those of you who are yet to access your dashboard. This is what the dashboard looks like. So once you are able to log into your dashboard, it is only if and only if you have attended the EDI training successfully and the EDI has been able to admit you by uploading your certificate ID on your dashboard, that is when you'll be able to access this page. So the next thing for you to do, look at your left-hand side of your dashboard. Go to AGSMEIS loan. Go to AGSMEIS loan. You click on AGSMEIS loan. You know, when you were applying for the training, it was MSME that you clicked, right? But now that you are applying for the loan, you are going to click on AGSMEIS loan application. So AGSMEIS loan application. Then the next thing is for you to click on create business plan. Create business plan. Create business plan. You wait for it to load. Now, there are two methods or two ways of applying for AGSMEIS loan. You can use the free NIRSAL Microfinance Bank template. This template does not require you to pay any amount. Okay. Or you can use the simplified credit template. This template requires to pay 5,000 naira plus VAT. That's 5,375 or 5,000. Let's just say 5,005 or thereabouts, because it's 5,000 plus VAT. So any of them is good to go, but I'm going to just give you the brief information about each of them on why you should use the recommended one or thereabouts. So if you are to apply using the free template, the NIRSAL Microfinance Bank free template, you click on upload business plan. Okay, you click on upload business plan. Once you click on upload business plan, recall that you had, or by now, you had already done your research, you have gotten all the necessary information, you have gotten all the necessary data. So the next is for you to transfer all the information from the research that you have gotten into the template. Some people always think that you have to go and write a business plan, then you come and upload. No. If you already have a written business plan, perfect. All you need to do is to copy from the business plan and paste on each of the subheadings. So this is the table of contents for the free templates from 1 to 13. Your personal details, business information, equipment needed. So you click on each of them and provide the information. Okay, provide the information. But when you get to financial plan, let me just call attention to this if you are using this template. Number 11, step 11, financial plan. It is required that you should download the template, the financial template. It's an Excel sheet. It's an Excel sheet. So you have to click on download financial model template. Once you click on it, the template will be downloaded, and the template includes your sales forecast, your income statement, your cash flow statement, your balance sheet, and up to 6 sheets are on that template or more. So, which was covered yesterday. So if you have a brief background of accounting, it's easy for you to use that template. So a lot of people that use this template always have a problem. A lot of people that called me because of this template. So if you don't have a background in finance or accounting, it's going to be a big challenge for you. So that's one of the hurdles with the free template. Another hurdle with the free template is that once you click on, okay, before I come to that second hurdle, after completing the template, the Excel sheet, you now have to come here and you save it on your device. Then you click on submit. Oh no, you click on choose file. Choose file. Click on choose file. Then you upload it. You upload it to this dashboard. Once you upload it, it will show. The name will show here on the financial model file name. After that, you now click on submit financial plan. Once you click on submit financial plan, please, once you have uploaded, it is not yet successful. You have to click on submit financial plan. For you to be sure that it was successfully uploaded, you click on view submitted financial model. View submitted financial model. So once you click on view submitted financial model, the model is going to download and you will see what was submitted, what was uploaded. After doing this, please, you have not yet submitted your loan application. Some people always stop here. Once they click on submit financial model, well, I'm done. And they'll be waiting for interview. You wait forever. You are not yet done. The next thing is for you to come and complete step 12, sales and marketing, then preview. You need to preview it so that you guide against error. Okay, I've seen some people using this template. By the time they submit, you will see some people projecting that they're making billions of naira in the next 12 months. So these are some errors that this training will help you to avoid. So after you are satisfied with all the information that you have provided, you click on submit loan application. Submit loan application. Once you have submitted your loan application, you cannot edit again. Once you have submitted your loan application, you can't edit again. But for the purpose of today's training, okay, now the second reason why it is the second order with the free template is that once you submit it, it's impossible for you to download your business plan. You only have the financial sheet, the financial template, but you can't download your business plan. I have seen some participants who use the financial template. And when they were invited for the interview, they asked them, come with your business plan. Yes, one of these ladies, she was telling me that when she got there, that our interviewer was like, where's your business plan? And she told the interviewer, I used the financial template. And the person interviewing her was like, I need your business plan, because they need to send it to CBN for final approval for your offer letter to be prepared. The lady had to go and prepare a business plan that is different from the main template, but it was rejected. Why is it so? I don't know. I have also seen someone in Ogun State who was invited for the interview. He used this template, and I told him, you know what you do? Just copy all that you submitted, put it on MS Word, print it and take it there. And he took it there and he was given approval. Okay, so that's just the two audios with this template. But I will be taking you through the process of using the simplified credit template. And I'm going to be giving you the reason why simplified credit template is what to me personally, I prefer to use if I'm applying for this loan. So if you are to use the simplified credit template, how do you go about it? How do you go about it? So we are heading back to the home page for the template. We are heading back to the home page for the template. So I pray that the network will be friendly, that network will cooperate, so that the presentation can be seamless. Okay. Please, if you can hear me, can you unmute? Can you unmute?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. You can hear me, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Can I
hear you.
Can I proceed?
Can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So you can mute now. All right. So as I said earlier, click on what? Create business plan. You wait for it to load. After clicking on create business plan, then you know the free templates, we click on upload business plan. No, now for the simplified template, click on create mini business plan. Create mini business plan. Okay. Sorry, do we then I also want us to know that this loan, if you are into buying and selling, if you are into buying and selling, the loan will not be approved. Please, can you mute your device? Thank you. If you are into education, education is not one of the eligible industry for this loan. So please think twice before you commence. So once you click on the mini business plan, it will take you to this page. Because this person has paid for the template, I said it's roughly 5,000 something about. That is why we are on this stage. If the person has not paid, the page before this is the page for payment. So all you need to do is to provide your business information. Then click on buy business plan. Then you can pay using your ATM card. You can pay using bank transfer. USSD code has been deleted, so it's no longer applicable. There are a lot of payment options, so you just choose one of them. So once you pay, you are going to receive SMS alert from your bank. You're also going to receive the receipt of payment from the simplified credit template in your email address. So now take a look at this. This person have not commenced application. That's why you are seeing 0 completed on the MVP, 0 completed. So this is how you know the progress of your application. So if you are done with everything, it will come 100%. Okay, so you click on edit. You click on what? Edit. After clicking on edit, the first stage is your personal information, your bio data. You like your first name, your middle name, your last name, your address, your phone number, and the likes. Okay, I'm aware that you have been sent the template. Please study the template. Just fill the template and transfer the information from template to this dashboard. Okay. Then please be sure, be using this to emphasize that BVN is required. BVN is required. A lot of people, when it comes to this stage, they will be calling me, Matthew, why BVN? Why BVN? As if I'm the one that created this template or that built the website. NIRSAL Microfinance Bank needs your BVN to check your credit status. So it's required for you to provide your BVN. Okay. And one good thing with this template is that you can always save the application, come back and continue from where you stopped. So always use save and continue. Save and continue. So once you are done with this page, you click on save and continue. You can save and continue. And this dashboard is very, very network sensitive. It's very network sensitive. So the next is for you to provide information about if you have your valid means of identification, maybe your national ID card, your voter's card, your driver license, national passport. So what kind of ID card? You choose any of them, then you provide the number, the NIN number, if you choose national ID card, the ID card. Then you click on what? Save and continue. Please always ensure to click on save and continue, because if you don't do that, then your application is not yet saved. The next is, do you have any educational, professional qualification? So you have to provide your professional qualification or your educational qualification. If you say yes, look at what will happen. It will be required for you to provide the name of the institution, the qualification, the course you studied, the year that you graduated, or the year the certificate was awarded. Okay. Then the next is, do you have certificate to prove for this training? Then you click on yes. Then you move to what? Save and continue. Save and continue. So you wait for the network to pick that command, and it reflects to the next page. Okay, so this page is requesting for your business information. It's requesting for your business information, your business name, your RC. Please, the RC. If you are using enterprise, your registration number start with BN. Start with BN. Then there should be a space. Then put the 7 digits. Okay. If it is limited liability, it's RC. Then space the 7 digits. A lot of participants always have issue with this column. Why? Because they don't use to add space. It will be difficult for the page to be saved. Okay, so your business address, your landmark, if there's any landmark, then country. Then you click on what? Save and continue. Do you belong to any recognized cooperative or trade association? It has to be yes. Why? Because it is required that you must have been trained by a training institute by an approved EDI. If you don't belong to any, then you have to provide the EDI that you are trained, like Romis. You provide the name of the EDI and the address. Then you click on what? Save and continue. So the next is SWOT. I'm also aware that you have done SWOT a few days ago. And SWOT entails is a business diagnostic tool that you use to diagnose the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunity, and the threats to your business. So NIRSAL Microfinance Bank require that you provide this information. This will help to test the knowledge of your business. So what are your strengths? What are those things that you are proud of? What are those factors that are contributing to the growth or that will contribute to the growth of the success of your business enterprise? List those information. Those factors that are within your control are the strengths. Then your weaknesses, just as you have done, are those internal factors that affect the growth of your business enterprise. Those challenges, those things that you're not doing well, that are within your control. Okay. Then the next is opportunity and threats. So opportunities and threats, all these have been covered during the training. So I will implore you to study the training material over and over again. It's not just about getting the knowledge. Knowledge, unimplemented knowledge is a wasted knowledge. It's also a wasted effort. All right, so you proceed to the next, which is what? You click on save and continue. Click on save and continue. So you wait for the dashboard to move to the next page. As I said earlier, that is very, very internet sensitive. Okay, so the next is talking about ownership of the business. Ownership of the business. So if you are the only one that owns the business, provide your name and you put 100%. If you have other directors in the business, provide your name, your own unit of shareholding. The same is applicable to other directors. If you want to add other directors' information, click on what? Add row. Click on add row. Okay, provide director's name and the shareholding. Then click on what again? Add row. Can you see this? And you can also delete any information that you feel was an error. Look at this waste bin, delete icon. You click on it, it will go off. Click on it, it goes off. So the next thing is what? Details of your managers. Who are your managers? Who are the management team? If you have any, list them. Or then you always add row. Their name and their area of responsibilities. If you don't have, you can ignore it, or you put under the name, you can put to be employed, responsibility. What role are they going to play? Then click on what? Save and continue. So what sector are you engaged in? What sector are you engaged in? You have to choose the sector. If you are into agriculture, you choose agri. Subsector, maybe you are into fishery, you choose fishery. What aspects do you operate in? Then what kind of, okay, we have shrimp, we have tilapia, So you can type yours, okay? Catfish is here, so you choose catfish. If you have more, please can you mute? You can also choose more than one. Did you get it? All right. So we proceed to the next one. Kindly provide a brief overview on the nature of the business. Now listen up. I will implore us to mute our device so that we can get the best out of this training. So in this aspect of business description, don't forget that your business plan can either be rejected or accepted. So it is expected of you to give in your best. Present your business enterprise, present your business idea as a business that has growth potential, as a business that is scalable, as a business that has the potential to grow and become a global business enterprise. Okay, so let me just do this. Okay, let's say, for example, somebody who is into fishery. Is there anyone who is into fishery here? Do we have anyone into fishery? Fashion. Okay, we have somebody who's into fashion. Okay, I'm aware we have someone who's into fashion.
Yes, we do.
Okay, you're into fashion. Where's your location?
Yes. Awoyaya.
Okay, Awoyaya, Lagos. All right. Now, somebody is into fashion. You know, I've been privileged to sit in business plan review panels in different programs. And I've seen that one of the challenge a lot of entrepreneurs have is the ability to communicate their business idea in writing the way they have it in their mind. Some people will just say, we are into fashion. Some people will just go extra mile, try and say, we are into fashion design. Some people will now add and training. So you have to be as specific as possible. Somebody who is into fashion, you can describe your business in this way. Let's say the business name is Zemg. Zemg Nigeria Limited is one of the leading fashion brands in Awoyaya, Lagos, Nigeria. The business is registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission as a limited liability company. The business produces or we make superior quality, trendy, innovative garments or ready-to-wear garments for the middle class and upper class customers. If your business is a new business, Zemg Nigeria Limited is currently undergoing registration with the Corporate Affairs Commission. The business aims to be one of the leading fashion labels in Awoyaya, Lagos, Nigeria. We intend to venture into mass production of ready-to-wear for men or corporate wear for men or unisex garments or kids garments. So having done that, you save and continue. So don't present your business as somebody who is after survivor. Don't present your business as a business that don't have vision, that don't know, that don't have a direction. So if I am reviewing your business plan and I say this kind of description, yes, this person is headed somewhere. You know where it's how this is a big business. So maybe you're just in one small shop. But because of the way you present your business, my interest will be aroused to do what? To approve or to look more deeper into your application instead of crashing it or keep in view. Okay, the next is, what stage is your business? The good news is that this loan application is for both startup business and existing business. So if you have a business that you're currently doing and you are not okay and you want to change your business, can you start up and start that new business idea? So a startup can apply, an existing business who is aiming for expansion can also apply. So after this, you click on what? Save and continue. So you wait for it to load. Okay. So they will ask you, what is the purpose of preparing this business plan? Now, another vital information here is that the simplified credit template is not only meant for NIRSAL Microfinance Bank. It is not NIRSAL Microfinance Bank that owns it. It's a private entity on its own. But NIRSAL Microfinance Bank was able to reach an agreement with them to subsidize the fee for all their applicants. So individuals who are not even applying for this loan can use it to build their business, like the business plan builder platform. So that's why they ask you, what is the purpose of this loan? Please take note of this. The first one is to do what? To guide your business operation, and you also need it to secure a loan. That's the purpose of this loan. So then you click on what? Save and continue. Okay, who are your competitors? Who are your competitors? Competitive analysis is key. You know, I mentioned this earlier when you are doing your research. In a research stage, you have to. So I'm also aware that during the training you've done this. So it's good for you to have knowledge of your competitors. What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? What are their products? What are their prices? So you need to provide at least 2 competitors. They say, yeah, your product or services. Somebody who is into poultry, somebody who is into poultry. Your products and or services, you say eggs, right? Eggs. Name of your competing product or services. What are your competitors also doing? They're also selling eggs. So it's okay. So crate of eggs. Your competitors are also selling crates of eggs. Name of your competitor organization. Provide their name. Did you get it? So this is the reason why you must do this research. You can do your research online, do a desk review. You can do your research by going to your nearest competitor physically to get this information. What is your own price for your own egg? Let's say you are selling yours for 1,050 naira per crate. And your competitor could be selling lesser or higher or the same price. Let's say your competitor is selling for 1,200 naira per crate. What is the region of your competitor? Let's say somebody who is in Jigawa State. What local government is your competitor? Kwagam. What is the difference? So it is here that we will know whether you did this research or not. If you have done your research, you discover that your competitor is lacking in terms of poor customer service, or their product, the egg is always dirty and they just package it and sell that way, or their price is too high. If the difference is price, so you can just put pricing. Are you with me? Then you click on add row. Provide at least 2 competitors. So the next one can be maybe broilers. Broilers. Then you put the price and the competitor's name and price, the same thing. You can add, you can also delete. As many competitors that you have been able to analyze, provide their information. So you move to the next stage. Save and continue. Why will your product and services be preferred to that of your competitor? So this is where your competitive edge comes in. This is where your competitive edge comes to play. So the good thing about this template is that you don't need to start cracking your brain on what to write. There are options. Just choose from any of the options. So it will not be better than your competitor. No, it will be better. It will be of superior quality. It has no real competitor. So if you don't have enough in reasonable competitors, you can choose it. But if you have a lot of competitors in your location, you ignore it. It will offer more choice to the customer. Yes, it will be priced lower. If your product will be priced lower than your competitors, you put it. You click on this. If not, you ignore it. Okay, the next is how will you advertise your business to customers? So these are what marketing strategies. How are you going to use TV? Are you going to use print media? Are you going to use billboard? Are you going to use mobile marketing? Are you going to use social media? Are you with me? So you proceed. Click on what? Save and continue. Who are the target customers for your business? Who are the target customers for your business? So Adebayo Kolade, are you there? Adebayo Kolade, please unmute your device. Okay, I don't think Adebayo is with me. Okay, now I wanted to ask a question. What about Benson? Benson, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. What business are you into?
Okay, this is Kolade. I've been struggling with my device.
Okay, you were struggling with your device. Okay, Benson, don't worry. The next will be you. Let me go back to Kolade. Thank you, Benson. Just wait and just wait. I'll come to you.
Yeah.
So, Kolade, what business are you into?
Poultry processing.
Wow, poultry processing. Fantastic. That's a very viable business idea. Okay, poultry processing. Where's your location?
Ibadan.
Ibadan. Wow. Okay, great. So who are your customers?
Retailers. There are retailers in the markets.
Okay.
Then there are major off-takers.
Okay.
And then there are event planners.
Okay.
And party holders.
Please, can we give Kolade a virtual round of applause? Okay, that's fantastic. I am really impressed. The reason why I'm asking this question is that a lot of participants find it difficult to identify who their target customers are. A lot of participants, they find it difficult to identify who their target customers are. You ask them, some people will say, everybody is my customer. But everybody cannot be your customer. You must be able to segment, to do market segmentation, to know who your target customers are. Instead, it's retailers, event planners, so you have to know who your target customers are. So this template has made it so easy that you don't have to come and type everybody's my customer. So you have to choose, are businesses patronizing you? If yes, click on businesses. Okay, click on businesses. Do you have private individuals who also patronize you? If yes, click on private individual. If it's only one of them, then choose any of them. So they say provide estimate of the total number target businesses that for your services. How many people do you want to target in the next 12 months? You can say 200, depends on you. Gender. So if you have been able to identify that your product or services is for only female or male or all. If it is all, you choose all. Age category, if you have age grade, you choose age grade for your target customer. If there's no age grade, all you need to do is to come down and click on what? Not applicable. What's your target location? If it's only domestic, click on domestic. If you are exporting or intend to export, so then you add export. Okay. Then, if domestic, then you have to provide information on your target location where your product will be sold. Somebody who is in Lagos, but you can also target Ogun State, you can also target all the states in the southwest, the southwestern states, depending on the kind of service or product that you are producing. So you type the information here, then you proceed to the next. How will you sell your product or services? Please select all applicable. Okay. Direct sales and marketing by you or your employee. That means you'll be doing the marketing, the employee will also be marketing. Direct online sales with delivery. You have a website where customer can order, and you also have a delivery team that can do your delivery for you. Depends. So any of them you have, or that you want to implement, you have to tick any of them. Okay, indirect through distributors, agents. Okay, like what Colade said, he has retailers, they will come and buy and sell. Also, some middlemen can also come and buy and sell to others as well. Are you with me? If you are exporting, then you click on export, depend on the strategies that you are going to use for delivery. So why will you focus on this target market? Why are you focusing on this target market? You can say that this target market will guarantee a sustainable revenue stream. This target market will guarantee a sustainable revenue stream or a constant cash inflow into the business. So you have to decide why you are targeting this market segment. So you go down and then click on save and continue. So will your business close on public holiday? So if yes, you click on yes. If no, you just say, if you enter agriculture, no, I'm into agriculture, or service, no, I'm into service. If yes, you click on yes, then you'll be requested to provide how many days in a year you'll be going on public holiday. This will help the template to be able to calculate your working days in a year. Okay, so we are making progress. So we still have just financial analysis and funding requirements. We are almost there. Wow, this person that will be using this information here is very, very lucky. So I said I was going to come back to Benson. Benson, kindly unmute, please.
Okay, I'm unmuted.
Thank you. So what business are you into?
Well, I mean, it's a group of businesses really. So we're into tailoring, we're also into agri, and we're into distributorship.
Wow, wow. We have a lot of great entrepreneurs on this platform. That's great. So now, for the purpose of this loan, which of the business idea are you presenting?
For the purpose of this loan is the agri business.
The agri business. So the agri business. What aspect of agri?
Poultry farm.
Wow. So we have a lot of poultry farmers in house. So agri is the in thing now. So if you are not in agri, I think you should do a rethink. So now on this page, this is where a lot of people always get it wrong. NIRSAL Microfinance Bank the simplified credit team had done some adjustments on the dashboard. 2 months ago, this dashboard was there are some new information that have been added to this page. So this page informs your sales forecast. It also informs your income statement or profit and loss account. This is where some applicants, they will just come and just add figures and submit. You see some people making billions, say they were making billions. And once you submit, you cannot edit again. And some applicants, this is the applicant I told you about that was making ×3 loss. This was the page I asked him to send to me. Are you with me? So you have to be attentive on this page and make sure that you are providing an accurate information, accurate figure, accurate data on this page. So the question is, let me get back to Benson. Poultry. Okay, what is the source of revenue for your poultry farm?
Meat production.
What do you say? Meat. Okay, so you
As a meat production, yes, meat production.
You process broilers, right?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. So, for your products, you can use frozen chicken. For your products, you can use frozen chicken. Then,
okay.
Product quantity / capacity annual. Take note of this. In the next 12 months, at least, how many quantity are you going to produce? Since we are talking about frozen chicken now, we have to work with kg. Okay, we have to work with kg, not kg. So come to this metric. First thing, come to the metrics and decide the metrics that we will use for the measurement. It can be in tons, it can be in kg, it can be in milliliter, it can be in liters, it can be in units. So since we are talking about frozen foods, I know that my wife always go to the market. She buys in kg or sometimes she will say carton. Okay, so let me ask you, do you sell in kg or in carton?
Kg.
Kg, thank you. So we are going to use kg. All right, so in a whole year, in the next 12 months, if you get this loan, let's say you're applying for 10 million naira, right? And you are given approval and you're able to receive disbursement. So in the next 12 months, if this loan is deployed into your business, how many kg do you think you can sell in the next 12 months? How many?
About 50,000 kg.
50,000 kg.
Yeah.
Good. So this 50,000 kg is what you can sell, right, in the next 12 months. So what you can sell is 50,000 kg. That's your capacity, right? What's your capacity that you'll be able to sell now in that next 12 months? Worst case scenario from this 50,000, how many do you think you can sell? Worst case scenario?
45.
45,000.
Yes.
Am I making sense? So, do you have a wholesale price? Do you sell wholesale and retail price, or you just have a fixed price for everybody?
And we have, well, it depends on the quantity that is being bought. So the price varies.
The price varies. So for your wholesale price, how much do you sell per kg? People that are buying bigger volumes, higher volumes, how much do you sell per kg?
Just the difference about 500 naira. So the wholesalers pay about 2,000, and retailers 2,500.
Okay. Okay, so describe the product or services. So it is what? Frozen chicken. No too much story. Okay, so now this is where some people always get it wrong. Someone will come here and put 300 and also input 200 here. You know what this means? It means that you are going to be making times 5 loss of your revenue that you are projecting. So what you should do here is to direct labor. Direct labor is talking about if you have staff, employees that you are paying according to volume or quantity or unit of that they are producing per day, you have to decide the amount. So do you have people that you pay per day or the number of units that they are producing, or you just have people that you are paying monthly salary?
We have people.
Pardon?
We have people pay monthly.
Okay, you only pay monthly salary, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you put 0 here. Okay. So then here for material use. So for material used, is now going to be 100. You understand? So for material used, you will not ask yourself, it should be 100. For material use, you ask yourself, your variable cost, how much do you spend in producing a unit of kg or in producing your product? And your variable costs are what? Your raw material. Raw material, for example, if you are buying the broilers for processing, that means that broiler is part of your what? Your raw material. You have to calculate the total amount that you spend in buying the broilers that you use to produce this. Okay? Then the next raw material is your packaging material. How much are you going to spend in buying or printing packaging material that will use to package this 45,000 units that you'll be selling? Okay, you provide the value. Then if you are going to incur in transportation to go and buy the raw material, how much do you spend on that? You provide. So all your direct costs, your variable costs, this is why it is important to do the research first before filling this space. So let's say we are saying 45,000. I'm not a calculator here. 45,000 times 2,500. 45,000 times 2,500. Thank you. So 45,000 times 2,500 is going to give you your sales revenue. Okay. It will give you your sales. So your sales revenue. So Mr. Benson, from your projecting to sell 45,000 units at 2,500 per unit, because your retail price will be picked by the system. That means that you are projecting to generate the sales revenue of 112,500,000 naira in the next 12 months from frozen sales of frozen chicken. Okay, now we have been meant to understand by you that you don't have direct labor, so you input 0 here. Now, from this 112 million naira that you will be generating, by the time you calculate the total amount you use for your variable cost, let's say it will be amounting to like 60%. Let's say you spend, okay, let me even ask you, since you are the one doing this business, Mr. Benson, I see there.
I'm here.
Okay, now from this 112,500,000, like how much do you think can be used for variable cost? That's the chicken, the packaging, and every other cost you use in producing this, aside salary, rent, and other fixed costs.
About 65–70%.
65–70%. Okay, so let's say 65%. 65%. So the implication of this is that the implication of what we are projecting now is that Mr. Benson will be making a gross profit of 39,375,000 naira. This projection means that Mr. Benson will be making a gross profit of 39,375,000 naira. This is what a lot of applicants don't do. You see some people come here to put 200, input 200, 300, and so forth. And that the implication is loss. So it means that 35% of this sales revenue is your gross profit, while 65% of your sales revenue is going for what? Variable cost. Okay. So still using this figure, let me proceed downward. So this is how we know whether we are making profit or not. By what percentage will you increase products and services periodically? I always advise that you choose inflation rates, because Nigeria now, the way things, so today I have to go to the market and she tell me that like price is changing every day. The price of products in the market today, if you go tomorrow, it will be different, it will have increased. So always use inflation rates to determine your growth rates. Okay. Then by what percentage will you increase product and services quantity periodically? Every business is expected to experience growth, right? And the growth can be 10%, can be 5%, any percent. So I always advise use like 20–30% at least. That's your volume, increase in volume of production. Now, provide details of the company's operating expenses. So, Mr. Benson, I see there.
Yes, I am, sir.
Thank you. I'm glad we are doing this. This is really a very good expo for you. Now, do you pay rent or you are using your factory?
I pay rent. Although we share rent. Let me use the word.
Okay.
We pay a portion of the rent.
Okay, rent is part of your operating expenses.
Yes.
So on a monthly, how much does rent amount to?
On a monthly basis, about 100,000.
100,000. Is there possibility that your landlord will increase always increase your rent per annum?
Every 2 years, I would say.
Okay, yes, okay. With the landlord can increase rent by 20%, 30%. Okay, let's use 20% increase. Okay. So if rent is let's say 20% increase, depends on, you can put 5, you can put 10, depending on the tendency of your landlord. There are some landlords that are so kind. Even though you are making millions of naira under their roof, it is not their business. For some, they say that you are making thousands, they will just increase your rent according to your, they turn your rent to your variable cost, according to your income. It's like these people make up to 5 million naira profit monthly. Let's increase their rent by 50%, by 100%. Did you get it? So this is what this implies. Then you click on what? Add row. If you can get this page right, then you are good to go with the application. So the next is after rent in the operating expenses. The next is general and administrative expenses. Before I come to general and admin expenses, let's take utilities first. Mr. Benson, do you pay for utilities like NEPA bill, like sweeper, like waste bill in your location?
Yes.
So how much does that amount to per month?
Well, it varies, but let's just take an average of for NEPA bill about 20,000 monthly.
Okay, 20,000.
For waste disposal, another 5,000 monthly.
Okay, so we have 25,000 now, right?
Yes.
So if this has tendency to increase, you can just use like 10% or according to your own increment, knowledge of the increment rate. So then you click on add row again. The next is salary. So you have told us that your own staff, you pay salary per month. So your total salary for everybody monthly, how much does it amount to?
Monthly for everybody, you say?
Yes.
Everybody, I would say about 300.
300,000.
Yes.
So salary increment, like if you have to increase salary per year, by how many percentage will you be increasing salary? Are you going to be doubling salary or triple?
No.
I
think about 20%.
20%, good.
Yeah.
I was in a training yesterday. I was training staff of some company, and somebody was like, whenever they do appraiser, and in their company, if you are appraised excellent, then they are going to increase your salary. They discovered that nobody has ever gotten to that excellence. I'm like, it's because the company is not making enough revenue. If they give you excellent, then it will be basic for the company. It's going to be lost. So the next is what? After salary, we now go to the next one, which is general and admin expenses. All right. So, Mr. Benson, Mr. Benson.
I'm following you, sir.
Okay. Okay. For aside rent, utilities, and salary, what other expenses do you incur? How much does this amount to per month? Every other expense aside what you have mentioned so far.
I'll put another 50,000.
50,000. Okay. So with this, okay, let's say these two can have tendency to grow by 10%. With this, we have been able to have information about your sales forecast or projected sales revenue. We have been able to have information about the rate of growth for price, the rate of growth for quantity or volumes. Then we have been able to get information about your gross profit, and we have been able to get information about your operating expenses. The next thing is for us to know your projected net profit, whether you are going to be making profit with this figure or you'll be making loss or break even. Okay, so that figure is gone from my calculator. Let me go back and do the base calculation. So if you have other products, this is from Mr. Benson. If for others, if you have more than one sources of revenue, all you need to do is to click on Add Row and provide the revenue. Okay? All you need to do is to click on Add Row and provide the information about the product. Just follow the same pattern I followed. Okay, so, but if you don't have other, if you have only one product, you will delete this. So what we arrived initially was that Mr. Benson's projection is that if he gets the 10 million into his business, effectively utilization will help him to generate sales revenue of 11,500,000 naira in the next 12 months. And he will be spending 60, okay, this was 65%, not 62. He will be spending 62% of that. He will be spending 62% on variable cost. So we do the calculation again. What the system picks is sell quantity capacity annual, not production quantity. The system picks sales. This is what the system picks. So we have 45,000 times, then it picks your retail price. That's 2,500. So that gives us 11.25 million. Then you now minus the value you use for your variable cost from this. So that will give us 39,375,000. So this is your gross profit. This is your projected gross profit, over 39 million. So now you will now move to your projected operating expenses. Your projected operating expenses, your projected operating expenses is monthly, not annual. A lot of participants, they always get this wrong. Some people always think that this figure is annual. You see some people putting 1.2 million, 3 million, 4 million. At the end, it will be making loss. So what you need to do now is to get your total operating expenses. For Mr. Benson, this is 300,000. 300,000. We have 100,000. Then we have 25,000. Then we have 50,000. So Mr. Benson will be spending 475,000 naira monthly for operating expenses. So, but we are looking at your annual net profit. That's what we want to get to now. So you have to multiply this by 12 to know that you are on the right track. Multiplied by 12. So that's going to give you 5,700,000 naira. That's what you'll be spending for your annual operating expenses. So you have to now minus your gross profit. That's 39 million. Minus it. Okay, so you have to now minus it from your gross profit. 39,375,000. Okay. So this means that Mr. Benson will be making a net profit of 34 million naira, 34,050,000 naira. So it therefore means that this business is very, very viable. It means that this business idea is very, very viable. Then you now go to save and continue. But if after you did this calculation, you discover that you are making loss, you have to go and adjust your figures. You see that you increase the sales, the price, or increase the quantity and reduce the cost. Because if you are not projecting profit, by the time you get to the loan calculator, it will send you back. It will tell you that your loan will not be approved. That's the advantage of this simplified template. But the free template will not tell you. It will just be looking at you. You will silence until you submit. By the time you generate, you now discover that, oh my God, it's a loss. So that's the advantage of this template. So you click on save and continue. This page, the information you provide here is going to form your balance sheet. To form your balance sheet. So you are required to provide information about your existing assets that you already have, both fixed assets and current assets. So if you have fixed asset, if you have land and building, you provide the information. Then how much was the purchase price, or how much you used to purchase the land, or the total value for the land and building, provide the information. Then what year did you get it? You choose the year. Then also the lifespan. Since if it's land and building, now the maximum we have here is 30. I always say you should choose 30. Okay. Then if you have machine, like your fixed asset, let's say Mr. Benson has some machine. He has the feathering machine. He has the automated slaughtering machine. He also have hydraulic sawing machine that cuts the chicken. He has the wrapping machine that package and wrap the chicken. He has a blast freeze blaster or cold room for chilling. He has chiller. He also have cold room for freezing. He has vehicle. He has a cold van for delivery of the product. So if you have those machines, their value, then you choose the machine and equipment, their value, and the year you bought them. Then for depreciation for machine, depending on the type of machine, I always say you should choose 10 years. Okay. Then add row, and then you continue. Just continue that way. If you have motor vehicle, you choose it. Just follow the same format. Only provide information about what you have. Then another thing I want to call your attention to here is that I've seen some people that they present a fantastic projection, but by the time they submit their business plan, the internal rate of return was not viable. The NPV was negative. The net present value was negative. So it was not a viable project. By the time I now analyzed what was submitted, I discovered that the person balance sheet, the fixed asset value was so high, over 50 million naira. And you know that they are going to use your fixed assets to prepare your depreciation. Okay, to secure your current the fixed asset that you currently have is going to also inform the preparation of your depreciation, the value for your depreciation. Then the asset that you are going to buy as well will also be added to your depreciation. So if the depreciation is too high, it will reduce the net profit. So Mr. Nelson is making 34 million naira profit. So by the time we now, let's say at the end, depreciation is like 5 million. You have to still minus depreciation from this. That means that the net profit has been reduced to 29 million. Are you with me? Then by the time you now minus income tax, income tax, if it's a limited liability company, we are looking at 30%. So by the time you minus income tax, your net profit have now come down to roughly about 19 million naira. That's your net profit after tax. So if you have asset that's worth over 50 million, 100 million, it's going to affect the net profit because of the depreciation. It takes somebody that have a background in accounting and finance to be able to understand this page. So it just provide what you can provide. Okay. So you move to the next, which is what? Current asset. Your current assets are those assets that can easily be converted to cash. Like your cash, your raw material in stock, your finished good in stock, debtors is also your receivables. Okay, so all you need to do is to just, so the template that make it so easy for you, how much do you calculate all the value of the finished good that you have? How much is the value? Then you just choose the finished good and then put the value. The same thing with if you have raw material, okay, or somebody is owing you, that's receivable, or you have cash in the bank. If you don't have,
Sorry?
there will be time for question. I'm almost done. Because of time. So then, if you don't have, for example, those of you who are into startup, don't be discouraged. It's not mandatory. But what you need to do, if you, as a startup, if you have laptop, you put laptop in your fixed asset. If you have phone, put the value of the phone in your fixed asset. Are you with me? Then for somebody is into those startup, you don't have finished good, right? So, but you should have cash in the bank now. As somebody wants to apply for a loan, you are saying no cash in the bank, no cash at hand. So, how are you surviving? So, you can put cash in the bank and then provide the amount. For somebody who is going to start up, at least you should have cash in the bank. Even though it's 50K you have in the bank, it's something. It will show that you are a sincere person. All right, so you will proceed. You proceed. On average, how many days do your debtors take to pay when they buy on credit? If you don't sell on credit, you can just put one, same day. On average, how many days does it take the business to pay debt with trade suppliers? If you have suppliers that say pay within 30 days, then you put 30 days. But if you also buy and pay in cash, you also need to provide. Are you with me? You put on. Then on average, how many days do you hold raw material inventory? There are some businesses, their inventory stock is like 30 days, some 1 day, some 2 months, some 3 months. So if it is 30 days, then you put 30 days. Do you have any existing loan? This is why they need your BVN. If you have an existing loan, you have to be truthful, be sincere. Your business plan will not be disqualified if you have an existing loan. Because they are going to do credit check. The only place you have problem is that if you have an existing loan and you're not servicing it, it means you're not credit worthy. And if you have existing loan, you're not servicing it, it means you're not credit worthy. Then your loan will not be approved. But if you are servicing, even though it's once in a while you drop something, you will still get this loan will be approved for you. So don't lie, say the truth, and the truth will set you free. Okay, so but if you don't have any existing loan, you click on no. Okay, how much money have you or others invested in this business? So provide the value. If you have invested 10 million, 20 million, 5 million, 20,000, 50,000, just provide the amount. Then click on save and continue. And don't lie, because they are going to do their own check. What kind of funding do you seek? What kind of funding is going to be what? Loan with specific tenure. How much money do you need? How much do you need? If it's 10 million, provide the amount. What institution do you need the loan from? It's what? It's a microfinance bank. And you can see NIRSAL Microfinance Bank will auto appear. Almost done. I like, okay. So NIRSAL Microfinance Bank will appear. So we need loan with a specific microfinance bank. Kindly indicate the purpose of the loan you are seeking for. This is for, is it, if you are a new business, you click startup or new. If you are for expansion, you click expansion. Okay, expand an existing business. Now, use of fund. This use of fund, you need to leave it. Okay, you need to leave it. Don't until you finish the rest before you come back and do your calculation. Okay, so you come down. So I'm going to call somebody else so that the blessing can go around. Okay, I call on Chidi Ebere Akpojoto. Are you there? You can unmute if you are there. Let's fill this page with your business information. Chidi Ebere Akpojoto, are you there? Okay, if she's not, if she's not there, Cynthia Dong. So if you are there on mute, let's use your business idea for this.
Okay.
Okay, Cynthia, thank you. All right, what business are you into?
Catering, sir.
Catering. Okay, fantastic. Do you do indoor and outdoor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. So for catering, catering is one of the industry that is eligible for this loan. Okay, so yeah, this is where you are going to provide information on what you the kind of equipment and machines that you need, and the kind of working capital that you need, and the amount that you need for them. So for Cynthia, who is into catering, what kind of machine do you need? The first one is what?
Sir?
What kind of machine or equipment do you want to use the loan for?
Okay, I will need industrial gas, industrial burners.
Industrial gas
Burners.
burners.
Yes.
Okay. For industrial gas burner, use of equipment is for cooking, right? Or for?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for cooking and okay, lifespan. I would say for capital equipment, put 10 years. Okay. How many do you need, Cynthia?
Yes, sir.
How many of it do you need?
I will need like 5 to 7.
5. Let's say 5. How much is a unit price?
Honestly, I have no idea for now.
Good. So that is why it's good to always do market research. Get your costing before one comes to this page. Did you get it? A lot of people just come and just need any value. All right. So let's just assume that it's like 100,000. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So the figure will auto, the total cost will auto calculate itself. Okay. The next one is, what else do you need?
I will need pots, cooking pots. I will need serving dishes. I will need free.
Okay, so we are going to have cooking utensils. Okay.
Yeah.
Or you can also use yes, cooking utensils. It's also for cooking. Then for lifespan for cooking utensils, let's use 5 years.
Okay.
How many of it do you need on average? How many? Is it up to 10 or 20? Let's say 20.
Yes, I will need pots. Okay.
Okay, let's say 20. A unit price is like on average, like how much? Let's say like let's say like 10,000, right?
Okay, sir.
Let's say like 10,000. So you have to go and do the research before you start this application. So
Yes, sir.
the same thing you do. If you are baking, you are going to need you need industrial mixer, you need industrial oven. Okay, you are going to need dough molder. You need bread slicer. You get it. So all
Yes,
the capital equipment, you need generator, you need your laptop, printer for your office, you need delivery vehicle. Okay, so you include all that information. Yeah, this is applicable for somebody who is into fashion. Need industrial straight sewing machine, industrial zigzag machine, industrial whipping machine. You need embroidery machine. You need manual sewing machine. You need button tacker. You just provide all the information. You is into cassava processing. You will need cassava grater if you have the muzzle, or you need the knives. You need grater. You need hydraulic press. You need sifter. You need garlic fryers. You need bagging machine. So just provide all your information. For you into poultry, battery cages, that's if you are using the battery cages system, battery cages, your feeders and drinkers, your pumping machine, your tank, and you just provide all those information following this pattern that I've provided here. So then you now proceed. Okay. So the equipment you provide must fit into your business. Okay, I'm aware that you are raising, and don't worry, I'm going to call you. We're almost done. I want to round up within the next 10 and 30 minutes time. Okay, so just leave, provide break even. Okay, for working capital. Working capital. We have already done working capital or operating expenses initially, but let me, this year is talking about somebody that needs 10 million naira. How much is going for equipment? What kind of equipment or machine do you need? Now you have provided information. With that, we know the amount that we need for capital equipment from that loan. Then the remaining portion, let's say you are using 7 million naira for capital equipment and machines. The remaining 3 million naira is going for working capital. As I said initially, your working capital entails your operating expenses and your variable cost or your direct cost. Your direct cost or your variable cost is your raw material, your inbound transport, your direct labor. If you are paying labor according to the unit of the produce, you classify them under variable cost. Okay. Then your operating expenses goes for your rent, your salary, your transportation, your utilities and this and others. So the 3 million naira, how much will go for raw material? How much will go for sewing material? How much will go for packaging material? How much will be allotted for salary? How much will be allotted for rent? Provide the information here. Always ensure to add row. Okay, always ensure to add row and ensure that if it is 3 million naira that was remaining, let the information that you provide here be within that range. Okay, then having done that, you will now come back here. You know, initially I said you should leave this place. We'll come back here to use of fund, purchase of equipment. Since we need 10 million, 7 million is for capital equipment, that's 70%. Then you add row, So once you add row for your working capital, working capital is 30%. So that will make it 100%. So make it 100%. So you can now proceed downward. How long do you require this loan? It's 7 years. 7 years. when will you like the loan to start? Do you want it to start in 5 years' time? No. A lot of people will want it immediately. Okay. So how will you like to pay the loan? Please ensure to choose monthly. So I've seen somebody that chose quarterly and it affected his projections. Okay. Do you require any moratorium for this loan? Yes, for 1 year. If you require moratorium, why do you require moratorium? To cover time, purchase, and installation of equipment. Or you can say the business needs time to begin generate sufficient cash to pay back. Save and continue. This is the loan calculator. This is one good thing about this template. With this template, you know, some people always ask me, Mr. Matthew, I want to apply for 5 million. How much will I be paying back per month? They turn me to a loan calculator. So, but the good thing about this page is that with this template, that you can calculate your loan. So once you click on calculate, it will provide the information about the total loan and the total amount you're paying back per month. And at the end of the terminal period, what the total value will be like. And how long it will take you to pay back. Everything will appear here. If you have provided all the information, click on calculate. So I haven't done that. You click on save and continue. So yeah, it is required that you should provide 2 referees. 2 referees. This is not guarantor. A lot of people always get this wrong. So we will start looking for civil servant, they look for pastor. You get it? No, this is not required. Yeah, it can be anybody. Yes. It must be anybody who can say good things about you. So all you need is their name, their phone number, and their address. So I haven't done that. You click on save and continue. Now this is the last page. This is the last page. Once you click on save and continue, you are required to upload your CAC certificate. That's why I asked you start your business registration if you haven't. Then you also require to submit your passport photograph. 3-month bank statement is not compulsory. Somebody was telling me, Mr. Matthew, I don't have 3-month bank statement. My business is just 1 year. I think it's not compulsory. What if you have been able to load the first 2? It's good to go. You click on submit. Now note, if you click on submit, you cannot download your business plan again. You cannot edit it again. You cannot review. So always ensure to preview to be sure that you are satisfied with the information provided before you click on what? Submit. Okay, once you click on submit, 2 things will happen. Number 1, you are going to be able to generate a financial template, your Excel sheet. You will download your Excel sheet, your income statement, balance sheet, cash flow, or the sensitivity analysis, everything about the financing in your business, everything you download it. It will auto generate itself. You don't need to stress your brain. Then the second one is what? Download your business plan. It will come in PDF format. So you are going to click on download business plan. Then you click on share. Once you click on the share icon, you now provide your email address and click on download, submit. What will happen is that they will send you a link to your business plan to your email address. Then you now click on it and download it, and you study it for your interview. You print it out and study for your interview. I'm seeing a lot of people whose loan will be approved at the end of this. Thank you for your time and God bless you.
Amen.
So it's time for question. Time for question.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matthew.
God bless you.
My name is Jairus.